Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is your brother in the spiritual struggle coming right back at you once again. Are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth, ladies and gentlemen? Okay, so here's what I'm going to do right now. See, since this is a Truth of Fire channel, since this is a reality family channel, we talks about reality, not dreaming, not make believe, not fairy tales. Okay, so are you ready for the truth? Can you handle the truth? Because I'm gonna give it to you straight from the hip. Now, before we start, let us realize, let us understand that humanity has always been worked by the evil one, by the one that beguiled our mother and our first parents, our first mother and our first father, Adam and Eve. Whether you want to believe it or not, whether you want to accept it or not, it doesn't make a difference to me, you see, because I know this is real. So the purpose of this video is, ladies and gentlemen, to make you understand through your own research. And this is the reason why I share links with you, so that you can do your own research and you verify what I say here. Now, once you do, then you won't have no excuse. But of course, people would like to live in La La Land. They would like to live in the denial state, which is where the whole world and diverting the truth, which is where the whole world finds itself in, especially in California, dealing with this fire. So, ladies and gentlemen, the prophecies are there for a reason. Okay? I'm going to read you two verses concerning America. Well, America will be destroyed, but first it needs to be worked. The viruses needs to be put into her. Okay? Virus of the mind. Okay? I'm not talking about any. I'm talking about virus of accepting lies. The virus called lies upon lies through human history. In fact, that's how our father and mother fell from grace. Okay? So now let me tell you how not just California, but the whole United States of America have been worked to make sure that it falls. First of all, let me just tell you, let me just give you some example, okay? All right. First, let us take a look at the three main cities that they will need to be worked on and to be destroyed before America really goes down. First, New York. New York is the financial capital of the United States. That's where the money's at. Whether you want, I know, because I grew up there. Okay, and I worked for 10 years, corporate America for 10 years. In fact, there was a company that I used to work for that we had stock options in NASDAQ. So that's where the money's at, ladies and gentlemen. So, I also worked for Television Food Network some time ago when they were located at 11776 6th Avenue of the America. Okay? So anyway, enough about me. Now, so I understand, I know the ins and outs of New York, okay? In terms of money, that's where the money's at. In California is the that's where the farmers are at, and most of them. That's where most of the food in terms of the vegetation, stuff like that, come from. Okay? Chicago, ladies and gentlemen. That's where a manufacturer, just like New York, comes from. Okay? So those three cities need to be destroyed. Detroit was already destroyed. California is on its way. In fact, if you take a look at the first link that I will share with you, you're going to see that the destruction of LA has been in the works for many, many years. So LA is being set up to create 15-minute cities, just like in Maui. You understand now why they're doing this? It's all part of a globalist agenda, okay? They call themselves globalists because they want you to believe that we live in a globe. When in reality, we live in a flat earth with a firmament that will be penetrated only by its creator. Man cannot penetrate that and break that. And even if it would, if men were to break that glass ceiling, ladies and gentlemen, we all be dead. Because on top of the glass ceiling, there's water. Anyway, let me give you the setup how LA and the United States as a whole has been worked with so many psychological operations, not even funny. Okay? For instance, George Floyd was a psychological operation. The civil rights movement was another psychological operation, which means a lie. Sure, you got some rights. They give you what they want, what they wanted to give you. Okay? Because you got to understand human history. You got to understand that this system, whether you want to believe it or not, is being controlled by the Edomites. Okay? It's being controlled by Edom. You may say, who the hell is Edom? I don't know about the Bible. Well, I suggest you read Genesis 25. That's where this modern human history started at. Okay? The descendants of Esau are the ones in power. No wonder things are so messed up. A man who didn't have any respect for his birthright as the firstborn. But anyway, let's keep going. Okay? So this is how the United States has been set up and worked, okay? Which is a continuation of the game that was played on our parents once again. So once you understand the game that the United States and LA has been working on, is all about death and destructions. So what you're seeing right now with the California fires, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing but the result of it. Everybody's acting also, oh my goodness, so surprised, because they don't know the history. In order to understand the present, you will need to go and study history. Okay, so let us go to the setup right now. Okay, now, so California is no longer dreaming. Okay, remember that old song, California's dreaming? Yeah, they put you in a dream state, so you wouldn't see this coming. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hate to break it to you, but it's always been it has always been in your good book, in your Bible. Okay? All right. Something that Hollywood made so much fun of. Because remember, Hollywood is the devil's den. You need to go to the couch. You need to sign your contract in blood. You need to sell your soul in order to be part of Hollywood. That's a reality. But anyway, which by the way is in California. All right. So let us start with DEI, which is diversity, equity, and inclusion. See, ladies and gentlemen, you understand, again, this is a big lie. What did I say? Everything is a freaking lie in this world. DEI is nothing but a mind game, part of the whole mind game. It's a psychological mind. Diversity, equity, and inclusion sounds nice, right? That's how they get you. That's how the devil got our first mother. In fact, the devil even told her, "Oh, God is lying to you. You should be as gods." Okay. So DEI, diversity, equity, inclusion, ladies and gentlemen, is nothing but a game. Okay? It's a concept being used by the powers that be to divide the masses. That is the tree. The people talk about racism. Racism does not exist. Racism does not exist, ladies and gentlemen. Evil exists. Number two, critical race theory. Remember, critical race theory that was being taught and is still being taught in some schools. See what I'm saying? It's all about dividing the masses, dividing society. Why? Because there are two political systems in America. See how America again is like a harlot, like a whore that don't know which way. She's lost, don't know which way to go, and she's being played by the powers that be. The same people that print your money and then to as an insult to your intelligence and to make a mockery of you, they even write in the money, in God we trust. Yes, which God? The devil. Okay. And then at the back of the dollar, by the seal, at the bottom it says, Odus, Novus Ordus Novus Seclorum, or Novus Ordus Seclorum, which means a future secular society. Number three, abortion. Ladies and gentlemen, abortion is another lie. It's nothing more and nothing less than human sacrifice to the bare God. Number four, in the name of a woman's rights. But then they confuse you because that is the nature of the beast. It confuses to control you. Okay? Let me give you an example. If somebody was to kill a pregnant, like a drunk driver, he was to kill a pregnant woman in a car accident, he will be charged, or she will, whoever the drunk driver is, she or he will be charged with double homicide. So they know they recognize that is a living human being in the womb, but yet they're allowed to be sacrificed to who? Of course, to their God. See, that is acceptable. That's how blind, and that's how much they have worked you, and that's how much they have confused you. Number four, racism, social justice. Remember, George Floyd, no justice, no peace. No, remember, no justice, but if you go, ladies and gentlemen, if you go, because I used, I used to live around there. Right with George Floyd, I used to live around there. Okay? I'm 38th Street and Chicago Avenue in South Minneapolis. So racism, if you go there, you see brothers, especially in the summertime, shooting each other, killing each other, because they were worked. They are, because everything is a lie. Brothers are not, oh, but that's acceptable, you see. Brothers kill each other, that's acceptable. With a white man, you see how they divide society? How come Black Lives Matter organization doesn't go to Chicago, Baltimore, okay, St. Louis, to tell them brothers out there to stop falling for the system game that's bringing in the arms and the drugs into your community, which is the government, so that you destroy yourself, and you are. Okay? So how come they're not doing that? No, they're not interested about that. It's everything to them is about everything is politicized. There's no love for the brother, man. Nobody wants to go to the root of the problem. They want to distract you, okay, with all this racist and social justice, racism, blah, blah, blah. Here we go. For instance, in Los Angeles, ladies and gentlemen, the assistant fire chief in Los Angeles, speaking of DEI, who happens to be a lesbian, Christine Lawson, you know what she said in an interview? That when they tell her, well, you cannot carry a man out of a fire. You know what she said? Well, how come you got yourself in that situation? And if you are white, it's even worse. You will be left to die. You understand where I'm coming? This is evil because we are living in the last days of this matrix satanic system. So California, which is the biggest state in terms of population and land, California, ladies and gentlemen, with 40 million citizens, ladies and gentlemen, it's being run by communism and socialism. Okay? You don't have to believe me. The mayor of Los Angeles, where that fire is taking place, Karen Bass, is a communist and a socialist. Do your research. Now, but yes, she's the mayor. By the way, she doesn't want any help from your fellow Americans. Like New York offer to help by sending some firemen there. No. But Newsom, hey, the governor, that evil man, that two-legged demon, I call it, he accepted help from Mexico. You understand? Anyway, so this is the setup for the mind game. Okay? So California, you better stop dreaming. This is no longer a dream. And by the way, dreams are what? Fake. They're lie. So all of this, ladies and gentlemen, this has distracted America. Of course, finally, the Democratic Party have what? Embraced all of this. And I'm not even going to transgender to gender engineering, because that is a monstrosity, an evil monstrosity in itself. So you understand, these people don't have any limits, and that goes straight from the top to the bottom, all the way down on the pyramid of evil, from Joe Biden to the other politicians. Ladies and gentlemen, you know why these people don't want to see the truth? Because they don't care. They don't have any love for human. In fact, let us go to Matthew 24. Matthew 24. Okay, I was going to only read 2 verses of the Bible, but I mean, take a look what Matthew says. Matthew 24. Okay, Matthew 24, verse 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. That's not love from your politician. Politicians never loved you. Okay, because they are Satanists. That's why they support all of this. DEI, critical race theory, abortion, racism, gender engineering, turning little boys into little girls, uh, uh, the homosexual community, LGBTQ plus community. Ladies and gentlemen, everything has to do with, is connected to death and destruction. Can two men procreate life? Of course not. So you see, now you see why God is letting the devil have fun. Because God is allowing this, ladies and gentlemen. And by the way, please take a look at the links that I will send you. Okay? Quickly, before time runs out, because right now is 20 minutes. Right now is Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13 verse 17, I believe. Now this has to do with the terrorist cells that the CIA and the FBI have been working with and are about to attack America. Okay? Because they cannot do it with the CIA, without the CIA's help or the FBI. Okay? Here's what, because remember, the CIA created Al-Qaeda back in the 1980s when the Russian attacked Afghanistan. In fact, Osama bin Laden was a CIA agent. His name is Tim Osman. Google it. All right. Isaiah chapter 13, verse 17. Behold, I will stir up the meat against them. We shall not regard silver, and as for gold, they shall not delight in it. 18. Their bowels also shall dash the young men to pieces, and they shall have no pity on the fruit of the womb. Their eye shall not spare children. Now you think that man that killed 15 people, I think it was 14, 15 people in New Orleans on New Year's, celebrating his day. Because remember, the celebration of the New Year is the celebration of the Roman god called Janus. Okay? That's why it falls in January. That's why the month of January is a creative month. There are only, in reality, 10 months in the year. Okay, now, that's coming to America, whether you want to believe it or not. It already started. Now, let us go to Revelation 18. Okay? Revelation, Apocalypse, chapter 18, verse 1. And after this thing I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great powers, and the earth was lightened with his glory. 2. And he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon, the great is falling, and is become the habitation of devils, and the hold of every foul spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird. 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth are waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies. 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, Come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that you receive not of her plagues. 5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you got to understand one thing. There are two beasts mentioned in the Bible. Okay? The first beast is the Roman Catholic Church. The second beast is the United States of America. I believe I have proven that to you beyond any shadow of a doubt. But we all want to keep living in la la land, in fairy tale. No wonder we believe the Bible is a fairy tale, because we've been living under a fake, deceitful, lying reality, alternate reality. We are still living in the reality that was introduced to our first parents. Okay? So that's all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. I just want you to know that there's what, like 10 days or 9 days before Donald Trump takes over. Didn't I tell you that before he takes over, things were going to get interesting, and the blood shedding was going to be a reality? Voila! Here we are. And that should tell you something right there of what is to come for America, and indeed the whole wide world in the year 2025. Stay prayed up. Follow these 10 commandments behind me, because the spiritual war, the spiritual battle is getting more real by the minute. Okay? It is a reality. You see, now you see why I titled this channel Truth of Fire, because this truth is too strong. This truth is too big for the mind, for people's mind to accept, even though they see the reality in front of them. And some of them have adopted the mentality that, well, I didn't ask for this life, and if God decides to take it away, so be it. Wow, that's so sad. How satanic of a mindset can you have to have that mentality? That's a satanic. How sad. Okay, how can you develop such a satanic mindset? Because he obviously lied to our mother, right? We love to be lied to. We choose to believe in the lies. That's why we believe in the politicians. Okay? Well, you better start living in reality, because that is a dream. That is a fairy tale. Thinking that your vote counts. And if you don't believe me, just watch what Donald Trump is going to do. Sure, he's going to do some good things at first, but that is to get your attention. One world religion will fall under, will come under him, dealing with the mother of harlot, Babylon. I mean, the mother of abomination, Babylon. And then America is the daughter of Babylon. You understand? As the second beast. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. This I do out of love for you all. I don't have anything to gain. You know what? It's you that have something to gain by having a strong relationship with your Creator. Establishing a strong relationship, because that is the only way you're going to make it through this. Okay, so there, not only do I tell you what is going on and give you a historical perspective using biblical prophecies and all of that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm giving you the solutions. In fact, because God is the only solution. There's going to come a time really soon that even the unbelievers will start believing. Thanks to religion, to the religious concept, is the reason why people have become atheists. They don't believe in anything. Because some of them have awakened, but instead of waking up to the truth, they have awakened up to the deceit and have remained even worse than when they were following religions. Okay? If you don't believe me, just take a look at the story of Katy Perry. She started singing what? In his father's church, in the choir. Didn't she say she sold her soul to the devil? And look how powerful and rich she became. Because religion is a trick, ladies and gentlemen. It's a lie that was conceived by the devil. It's like waking up to the fact that there's no such thing as Santa Claus. This is all I have for you, ladies and gentlemen. God bless, and remember, I will never ask you for anything. Okay? I will never ask you for anything. Okay? Don't forget that. This is all I have for you now. God bless. Okay? And there's more. Because times are going to get very interesting in the coming years. And actually this year, I already told you that this year, based that it is if it comes with the number 9th number, there's going to be a lot of emergencies, a lot of 911. Take care, ladies and gentlemen. Be safe. And I will pray for you all.